Okay, what's going on, guys? So, I guess this is part one of my video segments on the gear that I wear. In my last video that I uploaded, I did my rifles, just a quick overview of what I use. And, some people have wanted to see what kind of gear I use, because you see me running around on Milsim Junkie, and someone in my comments, they caught on that, there's subtle changes to the gear I use, and it's true. Yeah, it's true. There are different changes because my gear is constantly alternating. I try different pouches, try different setups, this way, that way, yada yada yada. But it's all in, seeking what works the best for me. So, in no particular order, I'm gonna go over like headgear, body armor, belt setup, down to the kind of uniform I wear, different colors, different camo, solid colors. I'll even do footwear, yada yada. But this is in lieu of that. I lost my contour, so I can't put up any in-game footage. So to start with, we're gonna do focus. We're gonna do my body armor. Now the base is the Cry jumpable plate carrier. Now, I didn't go straight to the Cry jumpable plate carrier. I did start off with the China clone JPC, which was like a whole lot cheaper. But, I came to find that I like the platform, I like the way it felt, the size, the mobility, the freedom, so I sold the fake one, got the real one. Been using this for like, I don't know, months now. I love it. I don't foresee selling this rig in order to get another one anytime soon. So, I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start with the middle. Let's get up close, because I don't feel like standing the whole time. Focus. Alright. Now, just from first glance, you can see I'm running 3 pistol-sized tacos. Now, I did have rifle tacos in behind, but I felt like it added too much bulk. So I did away with the rifle tacos. Instead, I started making use of the integrated kangaroo pouches on the JPC. Now, this kangaroo pouch is fitted for 3 mags, but I found that, let's see, how do I put it? Anyways, I found that if I didn't secure the middle of the kangaroo pouch to the plate carrier itself, to the molly, that the weight of these pistol mags, if the kangaroo was empty, made it sag and flop like a kangaroo gut. I don't like my mags flopping and bouncing around, especially when I'm running around. It makes me feel like they're going to flop and bounce around to the point where they're just going to fly out. So, in the middle of the kangaroo, I cinched it to the plate carrier itself so that even when these mags are out, when these 2 AR mags are out, I can just close it up, and the weight of these mags won't force this kangaroo pouch to open up again. Very handy if it's just a pistol game and I have no use for these rifle mags. Now, I got 3 different types of mags. These 2 are 1911, fake 10 rounder, fake 8 rounder, Glock mag. I also have 2 different types of M4 mags. Both set up, all of them are set up differently. The way I set them up like this is so you can get an eyeball view of what it would be like with different length of mags and different M4 magazines with different attachments on the back end. Now, this mag is a lot easier to pull out than this mag is. Why? Because this one has the Ranger plate attachment to grab. When this mag is fully in with gloves on, if I have to do a speed reload, this is not a whole lot of space to grab. I'd be fumbling around if I try to grab for this mag without looking. This one, hell of a lot easier. You see, using the 10 rounder, it takes up, well, how do I phrase this? This gets in the way a lot more than these 2 do when it comes to reaching for these mags, especially when you're not looking. If I had a 4th pistol taco, I would put it here, because I'm kind of neurotic about having my plate carrier even, but I only have 3, so that space is just empty for now. Here, Velcro. I've never used anything. I've never put anything on these molly loops this high on my chest. Why? Because it would interfere with my reloads. However, in the integrated upper chest pocket, I do have a little screwdriver in case I have to make small changes to my red dots or whatever. There's really nothing else in there. On the shoulder pads, this is the original stock shoulder pad that's attached to the JPC. Very thin, low padding, but that's how the plate carrier was made. These are HSGI pads that I attached on because with running this plate carrier as a primary and the amount of weight that I put in this thing, these thin, narrow shoulder pads kind of end up cutting into my traps, making it very uncomfortable, very sore. Let's see. Moving to my left, this would be my left. I have one rifle mag, and this space right here I like to keep open because on my body, on my belt, this is where my pistol is going to be drawn from. This is just a miscellaneous pouch. Moving over to the right side, I have another M4 mag. I have an extra, this is the, I don't even know what kind of taco you call this, but it's the rifle to the pistol taco. It's like melded into one unit. If I'm using my 1911, good place to store an extra mag. If I'm using my MP7, good place to store an extra mag. Otherwise, I just leave this empty. Maybe a flashlight or a multi-tool or something else. Electrical tape. You can always use electrical tape. Always. There's always going to be a use on-field or off-field for electrical tape. Kind of moving to the right oblique or the right rear side. That's where I have my dump pouch attached to. It's literally attached with two zip ties. One zip tie looping from here into the molly up there, and another zip tie doing the same up here. Zip ties, again, just like grip tape, gotta have them on everything. I used to run this dump pouch on my belt, but I came to find that as I start running through M4 mags, pistol mags, having all those empty mags, especially the pistol mags, in my dump pouch on my belt, on my ass, gets really, really annoying when I have to run. Because then I've got this big weight just flopping on my ass. Relocating the dump pouch onto the plate carrier, yeah, it's an awkward spot to place empty mags in, but I don't dump empty mags until the firefight's over. When the firefight's going on, I drop my mags on the ground, or I drop them in the spot where they'll be safe from impact. Then when the firefight's over, I pick them up and I fumble around until I can get them in there. But I like this because the weight of these M4 mags, the weight of these pistol mags that come off my plate carrier end up being put back into or onto my plate carrier. So it's not relocating all this chest weight onto a belt. It's relocating the chest weight back onto the rig that's on the chest. Granted, in a different spot, in one spot, but running with this up here is a hell of a lot better than running with this on my ass. I'm trying to think of what else I can say about this thing. Oh, let me flip it over on its backside. Alrighty. On the back side, this is the left, that is the right. So you have a better idea of where the dump pouch is in relation to my body. Rear, right. This is just a miscellaneous big pouch. At a place like CGB City, I don't use it for anything. But say at a field like Fort Ord, where the terrain is much larger, there's a lot more running, respawn's a lot farther away, resupply's a lot farther away, I'll pack extra mags, extra BBs, extra gas if I need it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, in the plate compartments, you see mine is quite rigid. That's because I load a combination of foam padding with a circular cutout for a 5-pound weight that is layered front to back with hard cardboard. Why do I do that? It makes it a little bit more challenging, you know, having the weight of the real steel plates in there. Do I have real steel plates? Yeah. But, I don't know. Makes the game harder, especially when you're sprinting. Gives you a better workout. You sweat more, you tire more, your traps are burning, your legs are burning. You know, at the end of the day, you feel a little better. While you're doing it, you wonder, why the hell did I put these stupid weights in here? But, if I weren't running the plates, or the fake weighted plates, then I would be running some sort of formed plate-shaped objects in there. Why? To give the carrier rigidity. Because if you've ever run a plate carrier, specifically a plate carrier, with nothing inside the plate compartments, then you know it's floppy as all hell. So, that is my plate carrier. I don't know what piece of gear I'm going to do next. Maybe headgear, belt setup, holsters. Well, we'll see what I feel like doing next. Until then, enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Don't care. But, you know, for those of you that are interested in the gear I wear, here's video number 1. Alright, see you guys later.